close your eyes for a moment if you can, even just halfway. I want to take you somewhere. Not a real place, somewhere further away than that, somewhere ahead of you. A version of your life, a little further down the road than you are right now. A place where the thing you have been quietly hoping for has already happened. I want you to imagine that you have arrived there, not perfectly, not in some impossible, shining way, just simply, quietly arrived. The dream you carry now, the one you maybe do not say out loud very often, has come true. Let's sit inside that for a while tonight, together. No rushing, just imagining, slowly, what that life feels like from the inside. Picture the morning first. In this future, you wake up the way you wake up most days. Nothing dramatic, no music swelling, no perfect light through the window, just an ordinary morning. Except something in your chest is different, lighter, like a weight you carried for so long that you forgot it was even there, has finally been set down. You lie there for a moment before getting up, not checking your phone right away, just feeling it, the quiet satisfaction of a life that somewhere along the way became the one you were hoping for. Let yourself notice the small details of this room you wake up in, whatever it looks like for you. Maybe it's bigger than the room you sleep in now. Maybe it's smaller, but somehow feels more like yours. Maybe it overlooks a street you don't recognize yet, in a city or country that right now is only a guess. None of the details matter as much as the feeling of belonging there, of having arrived somewhere that fits. Outside this future window, whatever the view turns out to be, the morning light falls the same gentle way it falls everywhere else, familiar somehow, even in an unfamiliar place, because some things about being calm, about feeling at home in your own life, don't change no matter where you finally land. Maybe your dream was something you could hold in your hands, a home of your own, a certain kind of work, a person beside you, a skill you finally learned all the way through. Or maybe it was something quieter than that, just peace, just the feeling of enough. Whatever it was for you, picture it now, not as a far-off idea, as something real, something that simply is, the way the floor beneath your feet simply is, solid, already there. In this future, you remember the version of yourself who is listening to this right now. You remember sitting somewhere quiet, maybe tired, maybe uncertain, listening to a voice talk about dreams while the dream itself still felt far away. And you feel something tender towards that person, towards yourself back then, because you know now what they could not yet know, that it worked out, that the waiting meant something. You want to reach back somehow, across all that time, and tell them, keep going, it's closer than you think. I want to talk about a word now, not to teach it the way we sometimes do here, just to let it sit with you for a moment. The word is becoming. B-E-C-O-M-I-N-G. Becoming. Becoming means slowly turning into something, not arriving suddenly, but growing towards it, day by day in ways too small to notice while they're happening. You are always becoming someone, whether you notice it or not. Every small choice, every quiet effort, every night you showed up for yourself even when it was hard, all of it was part of the becoming. You can say, I am becoming the person I always wanted to be, or it happened slowly, I was becoming it the whole time without realizing. Becoming, one of the gentlest words in the language, because it does not ask for sudden change. It only asks for time and a little patience and the willingness to keep going, even on the days when nothing seems to be happening at all. In this imagined future, look back at the path that brought you here. It will not look like a straight line. It never does. There will be days marked clearly as difficult, weeks that felt like nothing was moving, moments you almost let the dream go entirely. But somehow you kept walking, one small step after another, even on the days it did not feel like walking at all. That is what dreams coming true actually look like, from the inside. Not a single bright moment, but hundreds of small, ordinary ones, stacked quietly on top of each other, until one day you look up and realize you're standing somewhere new. Let's go back to that future morning for a moment. You get up eventually. You make something warm to drink. You stand for a second by the window, looking out at whatever view belongs to this new life, and you feel, quietly, deeply grateful. Not loudly grateful, not the kind of gratitude that needs an announcement, just a soft, steady warmth. The kind you feel in your chest on an ordinary Tuesday when you suddenly remember, almost by accident, how far you have come. I want to talk about another word, resilience. 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 Resilience is the ability to recover and keep going after something difficult, not avoiding hard things, surviving them and continuing anyway. A resilient person bends under pressure but does not break. They fall down and they stand back up, maybe slower than before, maybe a little tired, but they stand back up. You can say her resilience got her through the hardest year of her life, or it takes resilience to keep believing in a dream that has not arrived yet. Resilience, the quiet strength underneath every dream that ever came true. Nobody sees it happening, but it's always there, holding everything together. I think you have more resilience than you give yourself credit for. You're listening to this right now, in a language that may not be your first one, working towards something patiently, without anyone watching, without applause. That is resilience, quiet and unannounced, but real. Think for a moment about everything you have already survived to get to this exact night. Disappointments you did not plan for, doubts that visited more than once, days you were certain you wouldn't keep going, and then somehow you did anyway. None of that was wasted. Every one of those nights built the resilience your future self is standing on right now. Back in that future life for a moment. Someone asks you eventually how you did it, how the dream came real, and you find yourself struggling to explain, because the truth is almost too simple to say out loud. You just kept going. On the good days and the difficult ones, you didn't quit. That was the whole secret. There was never a bigger one than that. The word for that is perseverance. 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 Perseverance is the steady continuing toward a goal, even when it's difficult, even when progress is slow or invisible or painfully quiet. Perseverance doesn't need motivation every single day. It only needs you to take one more step, and then another, and then another, long after the excitement of starting has worn off. You can say it took years of perseverance, or her perseverance was the real reason the dream came true, not luck. Perseverance, the word for every quiet evening you sat down to practice when no one would have noticed if you hadn't. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, this future self looking directly at you now, across all that time and distance, and saying something simple. Thank you for not giving up on me, back when I was only a hope, only a quiet wish you carried in your chest without knowing if it would ever become real. Thank you for showing up, again and again, even on the nights it felt pointless. I'm here now, because you kept going. I'm the proof that it was worth it. Sit with that for a moment. Let it settle. You are not separate from that future. You are already building it, right now, in this very ordinary moment of listening, learning, continuing. There is a word I want to leave you with tonight. Fruition. 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 Fruition means the point at which a plan or dream is finally realized. It comes from the same root as the word fruit, because that is exactly what it is. A dream coming to fruition is a dream finally ripening after a long, quiet season of growing that no one could see from the outside. You can say, her plans finally came to fruition after years of work, or I hope my dream comes to fruition soon. Fruition, the word for the harvest at the end of a very long, very patient planting. Every dream that has ever come true started exactly where you are right now, as a seed, small, unremarkable to anyone looking from the outside, buried in ordinary days, watered by small, repeated effort, patient, unhurried, and one day, without any single dramatic moment to mark it, it simply was. Fruition. Before we finish tonight, I want to give you 4 phrases, gentle English for talking about dreams, hope, and the long road toward them. The first phrase, it's only a matter of time. This means something will happen eventually, even if you cannot say exactly when. I believe it's only a matter of time before things change for you. A phrase full of quiet confidence, said gently like a hand resting on a shoulder. The second phrase, good things take time, simple and true. We say this to remind ourselves and others that slow does not mean broken. I know it feels slow right now, but good things take time. A gentle permission to be patient with yourself. The third phrase, keep the faith, an old warm expression. It means keep believing even without proof yet. I know it's hard some days, but keep the faith. 3 small words, often said quietly, often exactly when someone needs to hear them most. And the fourth phrase, you're closer than you think. Maybe the kindest thing you can say to someone who feels like they are still very far from their dream. Because so often, the hardest part is simply not being able to see how close the ending actually is. You're closer than you think. Said to a friend, said to yourself on the harder nights, said, perhaps, by a future version of you, looking back across all this time, smiling gently. The words from tonight: becoming, resilience, perseverance, fruition. Words for the long, quiet road between a hope and a life. Whatever your dream is, whatever you are quietly hoping for tonight, without saying it out loud to anyone,
I believe it is closer than it feels right now. I believe the small, ordinary steps you are taking, including this one, this quiet hour of listening and learning, are part of the becoming, part of the fruition that is still, even now, quietly on its way. Thank you for spending this time imagining a kinder future with me, for sitting inside a dream just for a little while, as if it had already happened. That kind of imagining is not nothing. It is its own quiet form of hope, practiced gently, again and again. Until next time, take care of yourself. Keep walking towards whatever it is you are hoping for. Slowly is still moving, quietly still counts, and somewhere ahead of you, a future version of yourself is already grateful that you did not stop. Good night, for now. May your dreams come true gently and right on time.